This is an azalea bush, and inside the azalea bush is a blackberry bramble that is giving off lovely, lovely berries like that one there. I'm going to show you quick how to identify these. They grow wild in Florida. This is the end of it. You can see there are compound leaf structures. They have a rounded kind of shape, a serrated edge. The lines on the leaf go towards the outside of the leaf structure. And you will see them in compound leaf structures of like 3 and 5. Now how this likes to lay, this is a bramble. So that means it's not a bush and it's not like a vine. It's kind of in between where it likes to get bushy but it likes to lay down across stuff. So that's why it's in the azalea bush here. And they don't like to get too much sun, so you find them oftentimes in shady or woody places. You see here we have this huge tree here and azalea bushes all the way down. So we have a huge blackberry colony that is growing in there, along with some other vines and fruiting things, some passiflora. When you start seeing these pop up in your yard, you'll probably see them a lot younger than this, and they will be thorny and poky, and you'll probably want to mow them over. But if you let them grow, this one will not. This one has had a few flower blossoms on it. I don't think it's going to give any real fruit this year. Blackberries, I believe, need to grow about 3 years before they give real substantial fruit. I have found some other ones in my yard though that are very small and they have like 1 or 2 little tiny berries on them. So let's see if we can find the other end of that blackberry so you can see how big it is. It might be completely laying over now that it has berries all over it. Here's, oh, yep, here we go. I almost sat right on the thorns. Here's the end of it sticking out. You can see hopefully my camera is focusing. I'm still getting used to this camera. It's got thorns all over it, all the way down, so it's kind of good that it likes to grow in the bushes. All the way down. Lovely, lovely. And that's of course just one berry. I just saw another green one somewhere. You can see back there. There's a whole bunch of blackberry brambleness right here in front of us too. Let me show you how you can tell the difference between the leaves here. These are azalea leaves. This is, I don't know, some other kind of leaf. This is the blackberry leaf. Alright, now let's get to a spot where there's a much younger one. Okay, so here is how you will see them start popping up in your yard. That is what the young leaves look like. You might also see them growing in very dark purple kinds of vine things laying across a part of your yard and sprouting little white flowers, and you know, you see this weird purple thorny vine and you're like, what is that? I was gonna stab my kids. I'm gonna get that out of here. But actually, like I have this one, I have a few other ones that are very close to the bush line, and my kids, they run all around the yard and they don't end up stepping on it somehow. I guess because they know there's blackberries. They're always looking to eat the blackberries, not step on them. Alright, so let's come over here. There's another small one over here somewhere that I can show you. There it is right there. And yep, see, here's a good example. This one is very young, but because it was pollinated well, I guess it's got A couple little berries. So these grow everywhere in Florida. You can find them very easily in shady spots. Let the bushes and trees and stuff grow in your yard and you'll start finding these popping up everywhere. We have our house here, we got our driveway. These are wild Florida blackberries. Let's see if it can focus. You can see some of the thorns. Kind of. So there it is. Here's another one. And of course they're thorny and pokey. So people see these coming up in their yards and they pull them up, they spray them with killer, they do all kinds of stuff instead of letting them grow and letting the flowers get pollinated, and then they have wild blackberries to eat. There's another one growing there by my okra or beans or whatever I planted here. One of them, I forget what it was.